What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another AGX comic video. And today, when I'm talking about, again, I'm talking about the Ultimate Spider-Man #1. I know you're probably like, wait, what? And yeah, I am not a speculation channel by any means, but I have to somewhat sit here and break down what the hell is going on with this nonsense. I mean, on one hand, yeah, do I think it's one of the best Marvel books to come out in January? For sure, without a doubt, hands down. And actually, probably one of the best things they're going for the Spider Man title as a whole. And maybe one of the best alternatives to the current ASM, whatever you want to call it. I guess I'll say it that way. But today I'm going to take a deep dive and figure out, or not even figure out, maybe try to bring some light on what this like mass FOMO is about this book so far, and just talk about the craziness that has went on. I mean, we're talking about previews that are selling for like a free preview magazine that's literally making like $25-$30 sales. It's freaking nuts. So today's video, I'm just going to talk about this. And again, I'm not really big on the speculation front, but I have to talk about this because this is like kind of bananas the way that this book is selling right now. So stay tuned for more. Okay, so first part of this video, I have to just say if you do want to see my honest review and how like I go into the spoilers into this book and kind of just give it the good spotlight that it deserves, you could check out my series on my channel called Comic Spotlight. Literally just made a video on this because that's where I kind of pick out great comics, talk about them, and like let you guys know like, hey, you might want to pick this up. But to see what is going on with this book is absolutely insane to me. Right now, so the first things first, I want to go over like, yeah, it's a good book. If you guys don't know what it is and are trying to figure out why the hell there's this much hype, why books are selling for hundreds of dollars, that for a book that you might be able to find on the shelves right now for what, $4? Here's why. The book is offering the new Ultimate Universe version of Spider-Man, and it is a um, beautiful story that I'm not trying to go into too much spoilers because I wanted you guys to check out my other video because it's kind of a whole other video that talks about this. But basically, it is kind of retelling the Peter Parker story in a different way with different effects that happen to the character from changes to a new universe. And the thing that's so cool about this is if you guys are reading the current ASM title, Amazing Spider-Man that is, you'll realize that it's kind of dog water and it's pretty trash. I mean, a lot of people are feeling like, hey, that run is absolute garbage. In turn, here comes along this new idea, and it's a Spider-Man that everyone loves. It's like right off the bat, there was hardly even any action in the book. However, the telling, the writing, the artwork, everything is absolutely crisp and beautiful, and it's a definite refresh on the last, I don't know, 47 issues of whatever the hell Zeb Wells does. And that's why people are so enamored with it, right? That they want to get their hands on it. And that's why this book is, essentially as big as it is. But what I want to look into is why the hell some of these, and not even the variants, which is weird. So I will get into the next portion of this video where I talk about the banana sales, which I guess everyone, wants to jump into too. Again, I am not that type of channel where I talk about speculating books or none of that. So I might not be there might be something or a reason I'm missing, but I just had to talk about this because I try to talk about everything comic books and comic book story related and even comic adjacent. So that's why I kind of wanted to cover this because this is extreme FOMO, man. Like this is some stuff that I'm like, God damn, I don't think that I've seen a book spike like this crazy that's like you could still get right now. It's just kind of weird to me. All right, so I right now I am actually we'll go over to the actual, side here. I just searched up Ultimate Spider-Man #1. Now this is recording of 130 or 131, so January 31st. And okay, $65 sale bag and boarded. Wow. Of a brand new book. Freaking insane. This one is the costume set, which I thought was kind of interesting because I was trying to judge, like, okay, like, because some of the variants I know ran high. Um, $175 for 4 books that are probably, I want to say that those costume variants probably obviously had the black suit and like the different variations, but I think that they weren't all at the same price point, obviously, but I don't think that they were even remotely close into a total purchase to 175. These are definitely not what we're looking for. Um, Not what we're looking for. Damn, that's a low price. 9.6. That's crazy. That's a different story though for another time. Um, so okay, so now here's another one. This one sold for 15, which I think this 1 in 10 variant. I actually had a chance to pick this up and I didn't. And oh, also, don't think that I'm scrolling through and being like bitter because obviously I did get my copies that I needed, right? And I don't know. I just think it's kind of insane that we're at this point where like all of a sudden like literally the FOMO for a book just goes insane. You know, there was that like I remember when because I read both the Edge of Venomverse and then the it was the Edge of Venomverse and then the Death of the Venomverse back in 2023 in the summer. And I remember number three, I want to say, in the Death of Venomverse revealed the Kid Venom for the first time, and now that he's kind of getting his own book or whatnot, and I know people were freaking out about one of the variant covers for it. I don't think that I think the main one will probably find a higher price point than anything from that series because it's kind of a throwaway series as it is. Good story, but just as far as collectability, I don't think it's going to be too crazy. But I think that one for sure is going to see probably the higher of the price points, but that was not even remotely. I think the highest sale was on that 1 in 25 or 1 in 50 variant cover that ended up being the actual like, it was a pretty cool cover. I forgot exactly what it looks like, but I remember it being pretty dope. $52, fucking crazy. So then there's the second print. Okay, so this is the Ultimate Invasion #1. This isn't even okay. So these are the two that I'm going to start talking about. So the Ultimate Invasion #1, second freaking print, first appearance of Ultimate Peter Parker Spider-Man, right? This sold for 37 freaking dollars. I have this one, and I don't even have the second print, but I have like the Ultimate Invasion #1s with this in here. So it's like seriously? Like this they're buying like they're selling this crazy. And I mean, this is a book that you could still freaking get on the shelves. I mean, now since, all the hype has grown crazy from this, obviously all that kind of stuff is kind of like you're not going to find it at a lot of like the more frequented bookstores, that's for sure. Like I haven't found it at my LCS after that first week. But I'm pretty sure you could go out to like maybe a more rural town and probably find some of these. Like there, you got to. Because I remember my store literally when I went to go pick up. Not even this. This is the free preview, which we're gonna get to that insanity in 1 second. But that was like, sorry, I keep dropping stuff. That was literally like there had to be about at least I would have to say 40 copies that they bought, maybe even more. And I'm just shocked. I'm like, I can't believe that a book that was so printed is selling for like if I scroll back up here, literally just sold today for $65. That's insane. A book like that's just crazy. It's like insane to me. It's just insane. But anyway, I wanted to go to this. So apparently, and now I don't think the sale was through eBay, and obviously a best offer accepted that was lower than $9 here. Was a free preview magazine. Now the thing that sucks about this, and now this one maybe okay, maybe AGX or my name's Andrew. In case you guys didn't know, it's a little bitter here because I actually had this free preview magazine. I had like three of them because they kept putting them in my bag when I went to two different stores. And I, like sometimes, like I have a few free preview magazines, lying around, but I end up usually like tossing them after I kind of look through like, oh yeah, that looks cool. Okay, like kind of note, and then I don't know, I don't really like collect those or save those because I mean they're just previews to me. But I guess that this is now popular that even this freaking free preview Marvel magazine is selling just because it has the cover on there. And okay, so what I wanted to bring up about this is specifically that I seen, and I wish I still had it. I should have screenshotted it at the time. Okay, well, boom, here's another one that almost sold for $10, right? This is a preview magazine, a freaking free preview magazine. And there you go, get some $10 back. $69, $59, $58. This book is insane. $8 again for a preview. It's bananas. Like it's absolutely crazy. $50. But needless to say, right? It's to a point where I think I just can't see it going much. Like I don't know why um a book can jump this high with this many prints out, other than just FOMO. But I mean, like FOMO alone, dude. If you want to see a crazy comic book market jump, like I feel like this is it. Like maybe I'm overreacting because it's one of the first ones I've seen, but this one has just been pretty noticeable, pretty crazy. I thought the Venom one was kind of weird, but also kind of cool because I'm like, oh, no one's seen it coming. But this one, I'm like, there was so many freaking issues. When I walked into the LCSs that had it, there was racks on racks of these things. Like they knew ahead of time. Like this is a massively printed book to be selling at like $60, $70 a pop. Like that's insane for free previews to be breaking $10. I don't know. And I know this was a very popular variant cover with the Happy Holidays cover. But again, at the end of the day, I just had to make a video on this because I thought it was just so crazy. So, needless to say, at the end of the day, I just wanted to kind of bring this to light because I thought it was a cool thing to talk about and a real time example of FOMO. But going back, the craziest thing was the preview magazine. I've never seen a preview magazine sell for like $30. Now, where is that $30 coming from, right? That's what you're gonna say. When we went through the eBay portion of this video, I was seeing sales of like $10 maximum of the preview, which is still insane. But the 25 or $30 one I seen in on one of like a Facebook group that I'm in that I guess happened in Whatnot. I don't like the post. I can't find the post, but I did see. I know this is hearsay, but I know I seen it um where it was on Whatnot, and people were like, for a damn preview magazine, this is something you get for free. People are like bidding on like up to $30 to a preview of a cover that's probably even more mass produced than the damn book itself. So from all of this, the reason why I want to point this out is I just kind of wanted to ask you guys, as the community, as the freaking coolest subscribers in the damn world, whether that be the new universe or the old universe here. What do you guys think? Like, first of all, did you guys secure your copy? Second of all, I hope you read it. I definitely hope that you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. But B, if you didn't and you are a huge collector, I mean, are you just gonna wait for this thing to fall? Because it's got to, right? Because there's so many flipping copies out there. Like I again, like I seen firsthand, like the one of my stores that I go to literally had at least 50 prints of just the cover A, and that's not even counting the other issues, or other variant covers. So I don't know, man. Like, I mean, trust me, I'm into the collecting aspect and I like trading up or whatever, but I really, and like, I know for sure I'll be taking, I'm pretty much on track to get all the other ones. Like, that's definitely something I want. But for the sales for this, they have to come down. Like, there's no way, like, the FOMO is going to end at some point. It's got to. But I just thought like, and usually I don't talk about the sales as much. I do talk about like I like the aspect of like trying to find a book like out in the wild, like the ones I'm collecting. But this is not one that's a collecting type. Like this one isn't a issue. This literally came out what 2 weeks ago, and the insanity of this is just crazy. So let me know, what have you guys seen out there in the wild? Have you guys seen shops hiking up the book on this one, or still selling it at the price it should be? Did you guys see a ton of copies, or were you bummed out that you couldn't get your hands on one of them when you could? But let me know. But other than that, thank you guys for watching and sticking around this long into the video. If you guys want to actually check out the video where I talk and read and review this comic, the very one that we're talking about, you could go hit that subscribe button while you're on the way down there and go and check out the current or the comic book spotlight series that I do. And until next time, see you there.